is deep yet full of jest. Come on in, you found the best. Between two giants here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined. Laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command.
Hey,
What's up, dude?
here we go.
Yeah.
I feel like we're back in the swing of things.
Yeah. I mean, after one episode, after a 3-week hiatus, like,
Yeah.
I think my mojo is rising.
I was in the, is that what that is?
Yeah. His name's Mojo.
Cialis. I was in the Timmy or TMI the other day, and I bumped into one of our former,
Yes.
yep,
There
that's
you
the
go.
word.
That's a big one.
Yep.
The 5-letter ones, get them.
Yep. Sierra. You remember Sierra?
Yeah. I remember.
And I was talking about podcasts. She's like, you're still doing that? I'm like, I got to give the people what they want.
Yeah. Like, thanks for, you're still listening, I can tell, too.
The problem
you
is
know?
nobody wants this.
Yeah. Well, hey, I don't do it for anybody but myself and you, buddy.
That's fair.
And our guests.
Yeah, okay. So we got to talk about Wayne Fest.
No, we do, huh?
Well, I'm going to.
Are they the sponsor of this episode?
In fact, yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Do I get a free ticket?
Nope.
Oh, do our guests get free tickets?
Nope.
Oh, man. All right.
You're in
well,
my company. So
yeah. I'm so excited to hear
yeah,
about it.
Totally. So Wayne Fest is coming up November 8th.
Okay.
I had to think about that for a second.
Yeah. I mean,
It's a bit of a change in the sense that we've been a nighttime festival since inception.
oh.
We are now moving to a daytime festival.
Oh, that's amazing.
So we are 12 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Oh, I love that.
Right?
Oh, God.
Everyone I've told this to is like, holy shit, that's amazing.
That's great.
Right.
Okay.
The theory is I'm going to make more money
That's smart.
because people drink beer during the day.
Yeah, they do.
Right.
Yeah.
And when I say I want to be crystal clear on this because there are some people that may think that this is like a money-making scheme. I make zero on this.
Okay.
1,000%. That's more than 100. Percent of the proceeds go back into the mission. The mission is we want to elevate the local music and art scene in Phoenix to expose it to new audiences all across the Metro Phoenix area.
Okay.
Ideally, we'd like to have as many free shows as we possibly can.
Nice.
So Wayne Fest allows us to do that.
Okay.
So if you like local music, this year our lineup is actually really freaking awesome.
Okay.
We have I'm going to get this wrong, Bad Cactus Brass Band.
Okay.
So it's a big band. It's all brass.
Oh, wow.
Weird.
Yeah. I couldn't tell by the name for sure.
I know. Chrome Rhino. They're like
Bunch of rhinos?
nope, like a 90s, like Interpol-ish kind of band.
Okay.
Very catchy. And then Hourglass Cats, which are phenomenal.
Okay.
So we were super psyched about the lineup. We will have all local beers because we got a lot of feedback on previous festivals that our beer selection, while it was great, was
Yeah,
not maybe
local.
representative of local stuff.
Yeah.
So we will have Wren House again this year.
Nice.
We'll have Tombstone. We'll have all that. When I say local Arizona,
Love it.
because Tombstone's Tucson, obviously.
Yeah.
And we will have a couple other liquor vendors there. Long Drink is coming back.
Cool.
We'll have live art. And this year we're going to go big because we got some feedback that while the 24-36 size is nice for our little homes,
Yeah.
maybe go big.
All right.
So we're thinking like 4 feet by 4 foot
Damn.
prints.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Skate ramp? You doing skate ramp?
We're not doing the fucking skate ramp. There's a story behind the skate ramp. Look,
Yeah.
the skate ramp was great.
Yeah.
Visually, it was amazing. The kids, the people liked it.
Yeah.
The problem was logistically, it was very, very
Yeah.
difficult
Yeah,
for us to
you
pull that
borrowed
off.
my trailer, then you came back 45 minutes later. I was
Because I
like,
needed
that
a
was easy.
bigger trailer. So it was really great, but we're not going to do that again. We're
Yeah.
going to go, but we are going to go bigger. So we have commandeered a basketball court in Coronado Park,
Oh, nice.
and it's going to be an entire, I'm going to call it trick fest. So imagine little things like grind rails and lead, like wedges and shit like that.
oh,
There's
like
a par-
transportable kind of shit?
Okay. Things that I don't need a trailer for.
Oh, perfect.
But a lot of them. And Gorilla Energy Drinks is going to be a sponsor. And they have a van that apparently has some sort of apparati attached to it that you can skate on the van somehow.
Nice.
I don't quite understand it, but
Yeah.
because I'm not hip,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
but it is going to be much larger. So if you like skating, you like all that stuff. So it's a lot of stuff to do.
All right. Is that going to be like inside the thing or is it going to be outside the gated venue?
It's going to be inside in the sense that everything's gated so you can bring your concessions out to the skate people.
Oh, cool.
And do that and then walk
Damn.
back into the fest.
That's a lot of fencing coming in.
yeah, correct.
Yeah.
But I think it's worth it.
All right. That's cool.
Yeah, so it's going to work with it. And we're going to have food trucks. We've typically just gotten food trucks from Phoenix, which are great,
Yeah.
but we want to try to lean in again on that sort of micro local thing. So La Gran Papota, the big potato,
Okay.
is going to be there.
Gotta
They're-
get Smokehouse, bro.
they're- you read my mind.
Yeah,
I
brother.
reached out to him, one of our former guests,
Smokehouse. Steven, yes.
Stephen Herland.
Yes.
He runs Coronado
Smokehouse.
Smokehouse Barbecue. He has a truck,
Yeah, you got a truck. And he's going to be at the Hive every Thursday
Right.
going forward. So
but
that's pretty exciting.
I'm happy to announce he will be at Wayne Fest.
Oh, his shit's good, dude. Oh, his ribs.
So we'll have those. So I'm trying to get as many of those local things.
Cool.
I reached out to Ollie Vaughn's, but because it's a daytime fest now, it's a
Yeah.
little tricky for them.
They're like, we have our own business during the day and no
Right.
truck.
We're closed for
Yeah.
date. So anyway,
Cool.
that's all about Wayne Fest.
Nice.
So tickets are on sale now for $20. It's $30 day of. You should totally do that in advance.
Yeah.
And it is at Waynefest, WAYNEPHX.com.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
WAYNEFEST
Fest.
PHX.
Yeah. So WayneFest.com.
Right.
If you can't spell it, Google it.
It's not Wang Fest
Wayne.
because
There you
that's
go.
a different one.
Yeah, that starts at
I'm
4
thinking about
to
doing
8.
that one.
That's 4 to 8.
Speaking of Wang, we talked on a previous podcast about the dildo, the street dong, right?
Yeah.
And it was revealed on that podcast that I am in possession of the original street dong.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to report that people can expect donging to happen soon.
I love it.
It's going to be a fall winter thing.
Okay.
Maybe Christmas, because who doesn't like Christmas dong?
It's like Santa's like, was that Santa? It's not Santa.
It's not Santa.
You know the best part? We have an awesome guest, Kyle, here. He's lived in the neighborhood for 6 months.
Yeah, only 6 months.
6 months. New
Last
to the
week.
neighborhood. And he's just sitting here going like, what the fuck? How do I get my house on the market
I
before
gotta
I get
move.
donged?
I don't know. Wing Fest sounds pretty good. I can prepare for that if needed.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Yeah, Wayne Fest. Yeah, maybe we should just dong Kyle first. Like, welcome to the neighborhood.
Bonk.
Yeah, you got to get on the message board and look back and figure out how to deal with this thing. Awesome. Well, welcome to the episode, Kyle. Thanks for listening to Michael's self promotion that he doesn't make money on. But I love your new gold chain.
Thanks.
Just kidding.
My Ferrari's double parked. So
Yeah. So I got to ask you, Kyle. First off, how do you pronounce your last name? Because
Well, it depends on where you're from. So if you're in the old country, it's Fioranelli.
okay,
If you're in
the old country.
if you're in Mississippi, where most of my family lives, it's Fioranelli.
okay. What if you're like here right now?
Fioranelli works.
Fioranelli,
Or whatever
okay.
you want to try.
So you're Chinese.
No, I'm part Italian.
Oh, okay.
Close enough, though.
Italian.
Close enough, though.
Just the last name part of it. Right?
Really, really eastern part of Italy.
Yeah. Yeah. I like your bag of wine though. That's cool. Nice touch. Just kidding. So anyways, welcome to the episode. Thank you for joining. I know you've only lived here for a long time. You've been there for 6 months?
6 months. I moved directly to Coronado from Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay. Right on. Okay. So this,
I've been to Memphis.
yeah.
I'll talk to you about Memphis.
Yeah. Yeah. He loves to talk.
I'm ready.
But so we've had a lot of things. I think you're the youngest amount of time in the neighborhood guest we've had so far.
He's got that new neighbor smell.
He really does. Still dresses nice, no tattoos. We'll get you there.
The
though.
neighborhood's not
All in
worn
good
him
time.
down.
Yeah, all in good time. Okay, so like how did you, I always ask people, how did you end up in this neighborhood? How'd you find it? Whatever. How did you make it from Memphis into Coronado? Like that's crazy.
Yeah, so it was a very quick and interesting story. So
If you could stretch it out, we have a lot of time to cover here.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
good to
Just
know. I'll
kidding.
take a big sip here.
Just kidding.
So I lived in Memphis my whole life, Memphis native, and around I would say October, November of last year, the job I was working at and had just had my 6-year anniversary there was starting to look a little bit like it wasn't going to go well for the company. I'll
Yeah.
just say that.
been there.
I have a cousin that has lived here for 6 years now as well.
Okay. In Phoenix or in the neighborhood?
In Phoenix.
Okay.
So yeah, she's across in Willow actually.
Oh,
we don't talk about Willow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of Ferrari does she have?
She doesn't have the bucks. She just, is doing the best she can. But
No, good for her.
so I started looking for jobs because I'm in biotech and I'm in like novel cell and gene therapies.
Oh,
And-
sure, of course,
We
yeah.
were just
Yeah, you
talking about
guys
that.
know exactly what
Totally,
that is. I'm
yeah.
sure you do.
Oh my God. Boring.
Explain this so Michael knows what you're talking about.
Yeah. So basically, the the company I worked for was manufacturing like novel human-based cell therapy. So it's a newer field of cancer treatment.
Oh, okay.
Largely, it's
Yeah, just lead
developed
with
in the
that,
last
you know?
10 or 15 years.
You're still using big words. I don't get.
So the analogy I like to give is, so I have a relative who actually had a stem cell transplant to treat multiple myeloma. So the process, although you do it different ways for different diseases and cancers, et cetera, is you take human cells and blood, like from the patient, right? You treat the cells, you manipulate them, you make the immune cells really resistant to whatever disease you're trying to treat.
Okay.
And you give them like the memory B cells, you proliferate them and grow them, and then you inject them back into the patient, basically.
Okay.
But that's only really become a productive and safe kind of therapy in the last 10 or 15 years of drug development. So you can't do it everywhere.
You have to do it in like certain areas of the country, or just
There's like
certain areas of the
biotech
body?
hubs. There's like
okay.
biotech hubs. So
So
like
here
New
in
England, Chicago's another big one.
Croatia.
Texas.
The old country.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is probably going to go to Europe now because the grant funding's gone. But
Yeah.
I'll rant about that later.
Yeah.
And Phoenix is not a hub, but there's institutions here that do it.
Okay.
So I was able to find a place here, and I applied Christmas Eve for the
Nice.
job. Or I applied the day before, interviewed
Dear
Christmas
Santa.
Eve. Yeah, and got my offer the day after Christmas. And then I was
Jeez.
like, oh
That's-
shit, guess I'm moving across the country.
They're like, that's,
I'm sorry. Is that fast?
yeah, like,
Seems really fast.
I should mention one of my best friends works for a different division of the company.
oh, nepotism. I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Get it.
I mean, to get a job offer that quick and then over like the 2 days of the year where nobody does a damn thing, that's
impressive.
That's pretty good. I mean, they're like, you're saving lives though. There's no time to waste.
Now I had 25, 30 rejections. I will say that prior to getting this acceptance from
Okay.
other roles. But
Okay.
yeah, so I immediately called my cousin and I was like, hey, where do I move? Where do
Yeah.
I go?
She was like, oh my God, they got in this neighborhood. They got dongs and porch concerts. I wish I could live there. It's next door to my neighborhood.
It's not quite her speed, but she literally sent me the Zillow listing for this little duplex over on Richland Street.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, it's cute. It's old. It's craftsman. It needs a lot of money put into it, which is
Yeah.
just my style of place to live.
Yeah.
you know?
Welcome to the longest 10 years of your
I
life.
love a good
Yeah.
money pit.
But I rent now. So, you know, hopefully after a couple of years, you know, I might find something more
Yeah, I
permanent,
mean,
but-
pro tip: do not put a lot of money into renovating a rental. Save that for the, I mean,
Good tip.
yeah, I've owned a few historic homes.
Dear landlord, can I knock this wall down?
Yeah, I did own a rental. And I put like a garden and planted a tree just because I was bored out of my mind.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, everything I've put there, I can take with me.
That's
for you.
awesome.
But, you know, not adding a 24th layer of paint to the walls.
Right. No one needs
don't-
that.
Don't do that. Don't
I
do
have a
that.
question about the biotech. How do I get my own cyborg that I can download my conscience into? Is that a thing?
Not in my field of study, but have you tried calling Elon Musk? I can't believe I'm even saying that.
I've been trying, but he's like
He doesn't
super
pick up my
busy.
calls.
Yeah,
He's ketamine out. He can't really answer,
Yeah.
answer the phone right
So
now.
far down the K-hole.
Yeah,
That's what I
he's
figured.
not coming back out. Nice. You just found this. Your sister said, "Hey, it's a great neighborhood. You're lucky enough to have family living really close," and said, "And there's a less pretentious neighborhood right across the street, kind of thing."
Well, it's funny. It's funny you say that. I remember my first couple of weeks on the message board, I saw somebody posted something about a landlord complaining about the like gang graffiti in Oak Alley, and one of the comments said,
I think they're called murals.
Called a festival.
"Well, no, that's what." And one of the comments said, "Hey, Willow's across 7th Street, so go over there."
They don't like them over there either.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
That's funny. Like, yeah, it's like there's just a whole bunch of it. All like is beautiful, and they sign their name at the bottom.
Ugh. Have you invited your cousin, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Over
sorry, I
from
said
Willow?
sister.
It's
I
okay.
apologize.
We're practically, I mean,
Yeah.
we're that close.
Yeah. Have you invited her over to Coronado to see the crazy shit that goes on over here?
Oh yeah. So Mary's was super familiar with the neighborhood already. She was like, "This is where you want to live, like if
Nice.
you can get here." And I agree with her. So we went to we've done Mural Fest, and then I've had her over for dinner. I love to host and stuff
Yeah.
like
Nice.
that. So
Nice.
we also befriended the tenant that was in the neighboring duplex
Nice.
who was moving out as I was moving in.
Ah.
So like we've already like
Oh.
had some like pool parties, game nights.
Love it.
We call them game nights, but really it's just drink wine online and gossip and get belligerent.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Play one game of checkers and get
Right.
drunk.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, Mural Fest question. Mural Fest, did you go anywhere and like donate money and get free alcohol or beers?
No. So when I went, not going to lie, there was a lot going on and I didn't know anybody. And I was like, well, I'll just kind of go through and see what's going on. And then,
Boogie out.
yeah. But
First timer.
yeah. But now that I know that I can, bribe people to get me drunk with, 50,
doesn't take a
50
lot.
cents, 75 cents. Like I'm
Not
there.
even that much.
Yeah.
You just like, can I? Sure.
Yeah, sure. Just like grab whatever, like laugh and take their drink out of their hand and drink it. Everyone's like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
He's
whatever.
new.
I'll get another one.
Yeah. It's his first year.
So you got a lot of stuff coming up for you. Fall is crazy busy in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You've got porch concerts coming up. Have you been to a porch concert yet? Probably not.
Not yet. I feel like I've heard some though,
Yeah.
So that's a thing.
Yeah. What have you been here 6 months? Like, obviously moving across the country and different state, different culture, or whatever. What's your favorite thing so far about like Phoenix and just, the neighborhood here and the vibe?
I love the food. There's food everywhere, all around me. I've almost gained some weight. Like I can just walk to freaking Tatamato's and eat 2,000 calories worth of carne asada.
Yeah, man.
Like, that's my favorite. Other than that, I'd have to say the people.
Yeah.
I told somebody that and they were shocked. They said everybody here's an asshole.
Look.
But a lot of people have relocated here from other places, so it's pretty easy. And
Hey, what was the first and last name of the person that said that? I missed.
I forgot.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Yeah.
It was somebody at a bar. I don't know. He was kind of just pissy in general. You know how some people are. But
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah, Ron. No, just kidding. Love you, Ron.
or my personality is just delightful and everyone wants to be my friend with me.
Let's go with that.
Yeah. Seriously, I suffer from that too. I am straight up lovable. Guy sharing couch.
Just enough distance in between the two of you to keep
There's
it
actually not enough distance.
friend zoned.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, we need 6 feet 7 inches away from you at all times. Otherwise, it's just not fun.
Let me
It's
zip
just not
this up
fun.
first. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Every inch counts.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Okay.
Anyways, what were you gonna say, Michael?
I don't remember. Oh no. So you got a lot of stuff coming up. Porch concerts. So you'll get, I don't want to say too much because people in Czech Republic are listening to this.
Yeah,
And then the 1.6, we talked about that in previous stuff. That's a test of wills, honestly.
yeah.
I see.
And you don't
Can I
have
have some
to.
context or do I need to listen to the...
No.
Yeah. Just
So,
listen to all episodes twice, and then it's in one.
Super bird's eye view it's a beer mile essentially.
Oh, like running?
No.
Okay, good.
I mean,
Kind
people
of.
do. I wouldn't
Pass.
recommend it.
Kind of jog.
It's more like a walk, fast
Yeah, they
walk.
start running, and then you just
and then
cry.
you just die.
Yeah,
Every quarter mile, there's a beer or some other beverage. You got to chug that, and then
I see.
Yeah,
yeah.
we reward best finish, not necessarily the fastest, but the best finish, and we always end at TMI we start at TMI, and then we end up in the gutter. That one year we had a vomit target.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
Yeah, there was some bullseye.
That was pretty
my
great.
friend.
That was some of my best work right there.
Yeah, that was pretty great, dude. That was pretty great. I think my wife Beth did that one that year, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
I got heel spurs, and I can't do it, but you should do it. And she did. And I
Yep.
think she hit
Didn't
the
have a good
bullseye.
time.
No, no one did.
No.
The best part of that one was the dude out there just doing his yard work and just people barfing. just kept working on his yard, dude. I was
If that
like,
was going to be any neighborhood, it would be Coronado.
Correct.
oh yeah, absolutely.
Just keep your head down, Walter. Don't make eye contact.
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, sweet. So, are you liking your gig here? Your biotech job?
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, I'm fortunate. The company I work for is pretty stable, so
Yeah.
like it's not like I'm making like a windfall of money, but
Yeah.
I don't walk into my job feeling like I'm going to get fired every day.
That's
which I
like the
can't.
best.
Yeah,
Pretty good feeling.
and I shut it off at 4:30 p.m. and then I'm
Beautiful.
done until the next day. So
Nice.
really, I think that's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
Right.
So obviously you don't, we're not going to hold you to this. This isn't, legally bound, but like talking about curing cancer and working towards those types of things, like is I'm just joking about the whole binding thing because it's just no.
They're just going to cure cancer.
No, I'm just curious. Like they're starting to see some cures coming out for like HIV and things like that. Like where it's I guess the real question I'm asking is, do you think it will be something that will be cured, or is there like not enough money in it? You know, we've had other episodes talking about different types of therapy with mushrooms and whatnot, but like, they just won't put it into it because there's not enough money into it, you know, versus, you know, antidepressants or something like that, you know? So like, what is your thoughts about, you know, A, will it be curable? B, is like, is that a real chase or something more just to keep people alive through it?
Yeah, that's a good question. My perspective on it, and, you know, one thing that I think people sometimes forget about is there's so many different cell types and different kinds of cancer that all respond differently to different treatments as well as different like lifestyle changes. So I think the long-term goal, especially for researchers, people that are in the field, whether it's hospitals, industry, grant funding, you know, stuff like that. The goal is to cure cancer. There's never going to be a, you know, one pop miracle pill that cures all types of cancer. But I do think we are nearing a place where if we can't cure individual types of cancer, we can, you know,
control it.
Yeah. It's similar to how like PrEP, you know, controls HIV. It enables people to live with HIV for really their entire lives. Yeah. Now, we are here in the US, and big pharma, you know, money is always kind of in the equation as well.
Really, this is new to me. Expand.
And I do, you know, not to soapbox it, but I have a lot of concerns about like where grant funding is going and where, you know, like it takes a lot of money to research and do clinical trials and ensure that people's quality of life is maintained. And I'm sure there are factions, you know, in the voids of industry and whatever that are solely kind of governing it from a financial standpoint.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's at the heart of the kind of research and stuff that's being done.
Okay.
You know?
There's some cancers I'm not like, you know, an expert at by any means, but there was something just like, oh, if you're be like, oh, this is going to come back. It's just, this is something you're going to deal with for the rest of your life, but you have very good chance of survival versus one like, oh shit, you're in real trouble. Right. Is there like a bigger focus on like the, oh shit ones, or the ones that are more controllable at this point, hoping that will like get you to a point where you can attack the oh shit ones, you know?
I would say the initial focus is always on the oh shit or the most extreme ones. Like one of the first ones that I became aware of in a previous role involved like a cancer that is triggered concurrently with organ rejection for people that have had transplants. Yeah. So that those types of, you know, life-ending immediate cancers and
it's like solving a problem by really helping somebody, and then like another problem arises. That's probably an expensive, like a lot of effort to find an organ to transplant just to turn into.
So those are some of the first ones, but I do think as it expands, like, you know, I look at like, I read in the clinical trials, you know, there's stuff for prostate cancer that is recently developing, and like different kinds of like, you know, ocular degeneration diseases and stuff like that, to where like, you know, for in some cases, like you could have the disease and it won't be life ending, but it will significantly impact you, you know? So I think there's now space where we're starting to expand more into, you know, things that are less extreme, I guess I would say.
Okay.
Where do you, if you can divulge this, where do you get your funding from? You said grants before, so I don't know if it's a private company or if it's a...
So it depends on the entity that is like doing the work. So in my previous role, I worked for what's called a CDMO, contract development manufacturing operation. So we were the company that had the skill sets and probably the assets as well to work with like novel clients who are trying to develop something new and kind of partner with the structure, everything that you need to kind of push it through like FDA clinical trials. Hospitals also do this. So I now work for a hospital system, and a lot of that is, you know, funded internally through the hospital, grant funding, items like that. So,
okay.
Yeah, just one, the reason I asked that question is not to get too political.
No, please.
The person
who'd you vote for? I'm just kidding.
The person in charge doesn't seem to care too much about science.
Yeah.
So I think for the next 3 years ish, how much headway is there going to be made in this kind of field?
Yeah, that is something that I think about almost every day, actually.
Thanks for bringing it up, Michael.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm fortunate. You know, working in a hospital system is a little different than working where I worked before, to where there's more insulation, I guess,
Yeah.
from that level of funding. My biggest issue, and I mean, if I could be quite frank, like we're going to actively have a brain drain of people leaving the United States.
Yeah.
Like Europeans are recruiting our smartest people at a top rate to do research over there because it is pretty apparent that
Yeah.
our current administration does not care to invest in medical research. And, RFK Jr., like he has contributed to probably thousands of deaths at this point from like vaccine misinformation. And, people notice that.
Yeah.
And, I feel pretty strongly about it, if I can be frank. So.
Yeah.
I feel like we're inching closer to idiocracy.
Yeah. I mean, we talk about it way too much lately on this podcast.
Yeah, I
but-
know, right?
I mean, it's cool thing is like, it sucks we're losing the people, but it's like, we're not, they're going somewhere else and continuing the research is probably like the overall goal is like continue the research. But do you think like one country has an edge over the other as far as like resource? I mean, like, yeah, they're going to England. Like, hey, maybe that's good. They have more, I don't know. Like, how does that, who's like kind of the leader in this research? Or is it such a community where you all really work together, but people are just going somewhere where they can continue their passion?
So I think that's the real issue and the concern is the rest of the world and the United States up to a point was kind of a community in this, like, various European countries like Germany, the UK, Belgium, working with China and the US, and at this point, like the US is kind of the odd one out.
Yeah, it's like you guys be all working together and one group's really close to something. Now they're just gone, and then it's like, oh shit, now they got to regroup that and rebuild it. Like they have industry. I mean, like this whole company, like they relocated over here and they just put them back years, right? They were developing this stuff, and now they had to relocate and get all the people like to get the motion rolling again. Just put them behind by like 2 years in the industry, and that's scary. When then this is like, oh no, we're not making the best of this part, and you guys are doing really good things and now we're a few years behind on curing a disease or solving one problem that'll lead to the next problem kind of thing.
Yeah. And these partnerships are standard in the scientific community. And, one thing that came out pretty hot during the COVID pandemic was like, oh my God, like the NIH is working with China, on research. Like that's how like they infected us, blah, 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 blah. And it's just not true.
Yeah.
Like,
here, I sent you a syringe, stick it in your leg.
Yeah. Like it's not true. That scientists for the large part, tend to operate independent of like government agendas just because that's how we're trained to move.
Seems like a lot of effort just to be like a mole,
Well, yeah, like these people aren't working, 12, 14 hours in a lab researching something and having failures so they can infect the world.
Yeah.
Like it's people, I mean, you could go do something else much quicker if you want to cause harm.
You got that much passion, that much brain power. You could just sneeze on a lot of people,
Yeah, exactly. And, I'm cautiously optimistic, partially because I have to be.
Yeah.
But
you got to stay up to, I mean, it's good, need that. But
yeah.
One of the questions I have for like, I always, worry it's just and something on the mind of like, yeah, something really crazy comes out, like you get this crazy, like, oh, you have this long to live, but then like, hey, there's this clinical trial or something you could like be a part of that's new, all that. Like, how would you like approach that? Like, hey, there's this thing came out, a doctor tells you about it. Like, what would be a good like mental thing? Like, hey, I might die, but I can do this treatment, which sucks, but there's this opportunity where this is a new thing that's kind of being tested. I could be an early person. Like, how would you approach that? Or
as the patient?
Yeah. Or like tell someone to approach that kind of thing.
Yeah, so I would say, I mean, there's always a risk assessment that needs to be done, and usually depending on the sponsors / the healthcare institution, they foresee a lot of the risks to begin with, and so the nice thing about clinical trials and things like that is they will give you as much information as possible to make an informed decision about your future treatment and care, and largely, at least in the places I'm familiar with, you can withdraw at any time. Like you could be in the room on your third of 12 treatments and just be like, I've had enough, And, again, it really is up to the patient in the end, but it would be such a careful way of pros and cons for me. I think if it were me in the chair, if it's a cancer treatment and my choice is, you're going to get radiated with chemo, good luck.
Yeah.
Versus a kind of novel cell therapy that might have some side effects,
like
but
the quality of life kind of thing too.
But isn't going to radiate you to death, for lack of a better term, I would err towards that. But every individual, every disease is a little bit different. So, I think it's best to kind of approach it case by case.
Hypothetical. Are you ready?
Oh boy.
You've got a year to live. You can do the traditional path and get a year, maybe more. Or you could do this thing that has a shelf life of maybe more, but you could also die instantly. What would you do?
Asking me?
Yeah.
Kind of, I need like a little more of like I think it would really come down to me like quality of life. Yeah, so you can do radiation, yeah, you can do this, but then like you're going to be miserable through the whole thing and then not having a good chance of surviving. Or I have a shot at like, hey, this could cure you, you'd be good, you can walk away, or you could probably die quickly. I'd take that option.
Right.
Personally. Yeah. I mean, I'm a fan of the old, the assisted suicide thing. You're super old, you're miserable, like I don't want to go through it, like.
Right.
Very morbid episode, but I think it's educational personally. Sure. I think it's part of life. You make those decisions when you're older. I've met some doctors and one I met with, they're like, yeah, man, you get something really bad over 75, don't take the treatment.
You're done.
Yeah.
Right.
Just don't deal with it. It's not worth it. Like I'd be all about quality of life, that'd be my thing. What about you?
I would do the new treatment for the sole reason I might get a superpower.
Like you'd be like good at doing podcasts?
I mean, it just that's a bit of a stretch. Well, like a third eye or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't care.
Just start moonwalking real easy.
Yeah, like fingers that are crayons. I'll do that. Sure, I don't care.
I always wanted to be like beet red, all over my body.
Yeah. You can blend into things.
So just go outside for 15 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
fair. That's fair.
Seriously.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have any rapid fire for our guest?
Yeah. Would you rather have, I'm just kidding. Yeah. I like would you, what is it? Rather have like elbows that don't bend or knees that don't bend for the rest of your life because you took an experimental treatment?
Let me clarify by saying the way clinical trials are set up, that's not going to happen.
Well, you don't
if it were me, gosh, I think I'd rather my knees not bend. I think I could make arrangements.
So you're going to goose step the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I mean, I already walk funny anyway. So
Yeah.
That's fair.
I always just worry about a toilet with a wall really close to it. What are you going to do?
Doink.
Just kick it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. What
You
about
just
you?
poop standing up.
I mean,
I saw that
No.
once. It's disturbing.
like in person. Oh boy.
you
Yeah.
saw someone pooping.
Defecate standing up.
Okay.
I don't recommend it.
In Coronado.
Yeah.
No,
was the
oddly enough.
1.6 or was it Wayne Fest?
It's none of the events I'm involved with.
Okay. All right. What's your rapid fire? Put me on the spot there, big guy.
Snickers or Twix?
Twix.
Good.
Always.
Why?
Good.
You get nuts in the Snickers. You get caramel in the Snickers.
Snickers are so dry. That's always been my issue. Like I like them, but I would choose Twix.
Yeah, man.
Interesting.
And you can just bite the caramel off the top like a corn on the cob.
You can do the same thing with the Snickers.
Yeah, but you're going to get a bunch of nuts in your mouth. Hey-o.
Hey.
There it is. Yeah. Nothing but
Welcome to
bangers.
Wang Fest.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Any questions about us about Coronado we can answer before we...
Yeah, you're a noob. You didn't get the
Yeah.
handbook, which I'm appalled
Yeah.
at.
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask. Can I get the handbook? And like, what do I have to do to get it?
Yeah, it's really something we don't have control of that.
Yeah, is there actually a handbook or you just made... I thought you made that up.
No, there's a handbook.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
God damn.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess the handbook, the bullet points is talk to your neighbors.
Okay.
And
Don't be a dick.
Yeah, if someone puts a giant black dildo on your car,
It wasn't me.
A, it's a good thing. B, put some gloves on and give it to somebody else. And C, go to TMI and meet everybody in the neighborhood because that's where all the locals go.
Not now.
Yeah.
No one's there now. But in the fall,
The main ingredient is TMI.
right.
Oh, okay. I
right
was like,
across the
what is
street.
that? And then
Yeah.
I realized it's right there.
Some people call it
It's
Timmy.
great. Yeah, yeah. Owner's awesome. He lives in the neighborhood.
Well,
like
awesome.
sponsors.
I've been there a couple of times. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really liked it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good stuff. Owner's usually there.
Yeah,
but-
fall, winter, spring.
Yeah, that's
Money.
like the patio of patios.
You
of patios.
you'd be pressed to get a chair in there because that apartment complex is going to open in the
I
fall.
know, bunch of more noobs, if you know what I mean.
Eventually they
yeah,
get the handbook.
yeah, on the other side of seventh noobs. Yeah,
Or they don't count.
They don't
yeah,
count.
they don't count.
They
yeah.
actually are not in the neighborhood.
yeah,
Other side of 7th is not in the neighborhood.
better not blow up our spot, dude.
They need passports.
Yeah, they do.
All right.
Nice.
Any other questions for
Yeah.
veterans?
What do you guys think of the little fake roundabout over there at 12th Street?
Oh, you mean Thunderdome?
Thunderdome. Okay.
Yeah. It's I don't like it because I head from 14th to 12th, so we got the blind spot where the Coronado is. So like people just think they can just shoot right up 12th, you know, the kind of kitty corners sunshine.
I saw a
it's
biker get hit.
Dude,
That's why I'm asking.
I almost got hit the other day, and I mean it is what it is. I approach it with caution, but you know it's worth it because I'm heading to Sunshine Market, which is, you know, the gem of gems. So you go to Sunshine Market, right?
So I haven't actually been there yet. Don't kill me. I just don't think about it because I whiz by it all the time.
I mean,
you know?
it's like the same employees forever. They're the nicest people in the world. It's the best little. Yeah, it's great.
The problem with the roundabout is we're not European.
Yeah, and it's like the smallest roundabout.
You gotta,
Not like
it's not really set up properly, you know, like there's not enough like, I don't know, like entrance space and stuff.
Versus the stop sign, I'd say, but like, you know, it's just, I think the people on 12 think it's like, this is a roundabout for people that wait for people on, you know.
The best thing is when Elfpack comes around and then the elves go through and they do 3 or 4 Elfpack. So basically there's this troop, this mysterious group of people every Christmas time-ish dress up in different versions of Christmas
That
characters.
fun.
Yeah.
On bikes or other non-motorized. I guess a golf cart's motorized.
Whatever.
Electric or not. Anyway, but part of their part of their path is they go through the roundabout 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is hilarious because the motorists are losing their fucking minds.
They hate it.
Because you go around and around and around and people are like just waiting, like, what the fuck? Is this it? Nope.
Yeah.
One more time.
No,
One more time. Yeah, it's a great time.
You have a bike?
Yeah. I didn't start doing it till I moved here, actually.
Okay. Beautiful. Well, David's here. He did a last episode.
Bike.
He's Mr. Bike in the neighborhood. So
Awesome. Yeah.
yeah, anything you need, he'll fix it for you. Tune it up. It's free. What's his number again? I'm just kidding. He doesn't do it.
I mean, good to know I'm broke, and somebody told me that was going to be my most expensive hobby, and I was like, well, my other one is eating. So
Yeah,
you know,
well, you
like,
combine the bike, eating, and drinking, you're definitely never going to be able to afford a house. Sweet.
All right.
Good?
Yeah, man.
I've had enough.
Okay.
Not of the guest. You know, he's delightful, but this just looking at you, I'm tired of it.
you can look at me instead.
Oh, look at that. Nice.
Such a better view when I look straight forward versus to my
Son
right.
of a bitch.
Sorry,
Happens to
man.
the best of us.
Taking
Yeah.
a vacation again.
Yeah, I'll see you in a month.
Okay.
Good talk.
Step right up to the wildest show where 2 big minds are ready to blow. Conversations deep yet full of jest. Come on in, you found the best. Between 2 giants here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined. Laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command. Tall and talking, big in brains, making sense of life's wild lanes. Deep dive chats and fun remain. Bet you won't hear this on the plane. Between 2 giants here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined. Laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command. 2 giants here you'll find wit and wisdom intertwined. Laughs and knowledge hand in hand. This is the show that's in command. No stone unturned, no joke too small.